Is there more to success than winning and losing? And if so, what is it? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. So is there more to success than just winning and losing? And if there is, what is it? All right, that's what I want to talk about today because I think it's a really important topic to dig into. But first of all, it's Friday. Same thing we do every Friday. On Monday, we said, okay, commit to be accountable to what you need to do this week so that on Friday you can look back. One, say it's been a successful week. Two, you're closer to your bigger goals. Did you do those things? And how are you doing with that? If you didn't do them, what do you need to do to finish the week off strong? If you're new here, thanks for joining us. We do this every week. If you don't have clearly defined written out goals, you need to. Go to jeffhaggie.com/biggerfuture. Go through my free web classes. You're going to figure out how to set your goals right, how to determine your purpose and why behind them, how to figure out how your mindset gets involved in them, how to create the path to achieve those. And then we're going to get together every week and help you hold yourself accountable to do all those things. All right, so let's talk about success. And is it more than just winning and losing? You know, I really like to comment a quote that I heard from Duff Gibson. He says, as a society, we worship success, and yet it may take more bravery and therefore be more worthy of respect to commit and challenge yourself when you're not or you may never be the best. So what does that mean? It means that you might be committed to something. You might be committed to a goal, whether it's a sport or a business or whatever, knowing that you're never going to be number one, but you give it everything you've got. You give every effort that you possibly can to become your best, to become the very best you can be. And there's got to be a lot of respect in that. And I think there's a lot of times that we overlook that because you didn't win the championship. You don't get the respect you deserve for the effort and the progress and everything you did to get there. You know, you hear the saying that it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. There's a lot to that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for winning. We wouldn't keep score if winning wasn't important. I understand that. But there's different situations that we look at. There are more important things than winning and losing. Especially, I've been involved and still am involved in youth sports. You know, really look at some of the parents. And even at a game I was at a few weeks ago, you would think that these 11-year-olds playing basketball, the outcome of this game was probably going to determine whether they went to the NBA or not. Well, no. At that age, there's a lot more than winning or losing involved in it. So I want you to take that into perspective. But one of the reasons I really wanted to talk about this was more on the personal development or business side, because I'm a true believer in setting big goals. Just like I talked about at the beginning, setting those big goals and then reverse engineering it, figure out what's the process I need to go through to achieve those. But what happens if you set a big goal and you don't achieve it? Is that a failure? In my mind, no. Unless you gave up on it or you didn't make any progress. If you set those big goals and you're going through the right steps that you need to achieve it, you're going to be making progress. There's going to be things out of your control that you can't impact. But if you're controlling everything that you can on the things that you can influence and you're making progress, you're doing your best, you're always going to be moving forward. You're always going to be hitting new targets. Maybe you fall short, but you've got to look at what you did accomplish and how successful you are there. And a lot of times, you know, it's got to be able to look at what's your personal best. Are you continually improving? You know, there's great athletes like Bonnie Cruikshank. She was an incredible speed skater in the Olympics, multiple gold medals. Well, in the Lillehammer Olympics, her specialty was in the short track. In the 1500 meter, she came in 4th place. And a lot of people looked at that as a great disappointment, a failure. But when you talk to her, that meant as much as some of her gold medals ever meant to her. And why is that? Because it was her personal best. She not only had her personal best time in that race, she broke an American record. And you just got to look at those things that, yeah, maybe you didn't come in first place, but Where you've been in the past, did you surpass what you did? Did you make some real huge accomplishments that surpassed your own personal best and made you better? And, you look at these things too. A lot of times you see people that they've made huge progress. They've got so much better at something. They've built their company, and then something happens and they don't win the championship. They don't come out number one, whatever the case may be. And they look at it as a failure and never learn from it. Well, you look at the growth and the fixed mindset from it. If it's a fixed mindset and you just look at, I failed, I'm a failure, you're not going to learn from it. Then you are on the bottom end. But if you can look at it and say, okay, what did I learn? How am I going to take things to the next level? How will I improve and do better next time? You can always look at those things and grow from it. You can be successful without winning the championship. You can be successful without being number one. So I want you to really look at those things, and especially at your own goals. I have a lot of people that talk about this with me, that they get frustrated and discouraged because they're not hitting all the targets they set out for themselves, but they don't celebrate the little wins along the way. And they think because they didn't hit that big target that we've been working so hard for, that they've put so much blood, sweat, and tears into, they didn't hit that big target, they feel like a failure. But the reality is, they've done so much and had so much growth along the way. It's still a huge success. So I really want you to look at things and realize that, when you look at success, when you look at personal satisfaction, when you look at personal development, it's all relative. It's relative to your own expectations. It's relative to the things that you've accomplished in the past and how much growth that you can have with it. We just want to get better every day. Get 1% better every day. Get a third of a percent better every day, whatever it is. Slowly and gradually continue to get better, and compare yourself to yourself. Compare yourself to what you can do and beat your personal best. You always hear racers talking about their personal best, weightlifters, their personal best. Beat your personal best. You don't have to compare yourself to everyone else to be a success. Just continue to get better and better every day. All right. Thank you for being with me. Still have some room. Come join us in the group coaching, the Bigger Future group coaching, jeffheggie.com/group coaching to find out more about that. Have a great weekend. I will be back Monday. Hey, athletes and parents of athletes. So much time, money, and effort is put into the physical aspect of your sport to become the best you can be. But the mental game, it's often neglected, and it's just as important as the physical game. In fact, it's usually the differentiator between the good and the great athletes. Come and join me in the Confident Athlete program, where you'll learn to control your confidence, develop a powerful mindset, and unlock your full potential. Go to jeffheggie.com/confident athlete to find out more. I look forward to seeing you there. Hey, some of you may know this, but in addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, Equal Opportunity Lender.